You okay? You had some, what was it?
I had chocolate last night at the
Oh,
movie.
chocolate's got dairy in it, yeah. Chocolate
Also,
at the movie. We went to the movies last night. What did we see?
We saw Mission Impossible 17, and it was probably my least favorite of them all.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Watch the
It's
first
tough
one.
because you know what they're gonna do. So it's the same thing.
The problem is that movies have gotten so dumbed down. Watch the first Mission Impossible and the character development and the dialogue. That's over now.
Yeah.
Now it's CGI, and there's no real story. I'm an old man, Damon. Anyways, we're talking about the shop. So we put a bunch of money into this place, as you guys know.
Just a little.
And now we're at a place where we're producing a bunch of content. So now we want to make it more on brand. So that includes things like art, sponsorships on the walls.
You said more on brand, and I went rock form.
It just needs to feel like a DDE studio, and it's very cluttery. Like right now, there's just stuff everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
And
this drives me nuts. But this is not my work. This is not my work surface, so I let it go.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get wall-to-wall cabinets. It won't be Snap-on.
Why?
Well,
Why not?
for
This
reasons.
junk?
We're a business, and there's companies out there that compete with Snap-on that will provide it in lieu of marketing, as opposed to us spending $100,000 on. Oh, dude, this you know what this was?
How much?
$9,000.
No, it wasn't.
I paid $9,000 for it.
From where?
The U.S. Corp that's now bankrupt. So yeah, no, seriously, this is $9,000.
What? How?
That's what they cost.
It's just a cabinet.
They're $9,000.
That was
I think I got a discount. I have it for $7,000. We could sell it for $8,000 tomorrow, apparently. But
$9,000.
Wall to wall, so like the big bins and all that. So it's all organized. This is obviously some of the project stuff, but it's just it could be cleaner. But more.
Oh yeah, we got some 550 parts.
I had a vision.
F12 parts. What's your vision?
So
When Dave has a vision, it's always I get excited.
when you think about
He has crazy visions.
job entails of work and things like that, what you like to do to create a great work environment is fringe benefits, meaning lifestyle benefit, hanging out. I know that a few of the boys here, especially Mark and Tim, after the days over are done, they hang out here. They live,
Yeah.
they live at home.
It's like the DDHQ clubhouse.
It is. So like they have that benefit of, yeah, obviously we pay really well and they get to work with cars all day, but at the end of the day, they can still use this as like a hangout spot.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be cool to take that little living room area, and I don't have a specific
Oh,
vision.
behind this wall.
Yeah, we'll go over. I'll kind of talk to you about
All right, let's do it.
what we can do for the boys.
When is Garrett picking up his Civic, by the way? Because as much as I love Garrett, that is not, when you talk about on brand, last time I checked, a Civic hatch is not a daily driven exotic or exotic of any kind. By the way, Mike killed it with these brackets. I've been watching some of the build series videos that the boys have been making. A lot of work went into making those. But how sexy is it back here, you guys? This was a dream and a vision for years and years before. Like Dave and I talked about this like 5 years ago. We were like, imagine one day we get our own shop down here or something where we absolutely love that thing. Look, it's just a monster, beast mode all the time. We're definitely gonna do some more stuff with this. I actually have a build planned for this. Dave's taking this truck. Little behind the scenes sneak peek of an upcoming video on the main channel. We'll be taking this back down to Predator, our good friends just in San Diego who build Hummer H1s specifically. They have a whole bunch of their goodies going on this thing to upgrade it, make it look super sick. And then I want to do what we did with the old Hummer that didn't work out as well as I'd like to have, which is repainting the Hummer. They're impossible to wrap. They have so many rivets and the hinges and all that sort of stuff. So I have a really tough color that I want to put on this. Won't be black, but it'll be a darker like tone, and it'll be two-tone. And we have a shop, King's Auto Body, here in Huntington Beach, who've been helping us with all of the builds, like the 720 getting put back together. They're gonna help us with paint. They helped us with the Mercy. So the boys are gonna hook it up. We'll do a sick ass paint job on the H1. We have the Gumball liveried Carrera Van GT still here after Car Week. We got our forklift. We call that the Supra. This is a Toyota forklift. We got the cop car, which is on its way out because they've sold that to Nico and James, Mr. JWW. That'll be hilarious when that ends up across the pond. We have the 550 sold. This car will be leaving very, very soon. So right now it's just getting the HVAC, air conditioning and heating unit put back in it. And then that car is going to August Luxury Motor Cars, and it's going to get transported out of North America, all the way halfway across the world to the Philippines. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna have something really cool going on with this, and we'll be able to, actually, we're gonna be able to go over to the Philippines to do the delivery, I think. I think we're working on that. It's not a done deal, but like, I don't see why we wouldn't go. And then the 720 GTR, the kit is actually being shipped out today. Everything but the rear quarter panels and the roof scoop, those will come 2 weeks later. It's a lot of work because the kit for this car is exposed carbon. So this is going to end up being like fully exposed carbon, and then we will do the livery over top of that. But knowing that every panel's exposed carbon, if I ever wanted to drive it exposed, which I'll probably do for the first little while just because it'll be different and fun, then we'll do the livery reveal later on. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, you guys. We got a lot of stuff going on. And then we have some stuff going on up in Canada. That's why we shipped a bunch of the cars back. We have my KB43 VER Street Evo is there. We have Dave's Squadra Corsa. We have the race car. We have a track day coming up with August with all the boys. Billionaire Mike Hall. We're gonna make him squeal like a little girl. Oh, where'd Dave went? Dave, where are you? Where did he go? I lost him. Dave?
Yeah.
Are you in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh. You didn't get dairy in your drink, did you?
Might have.
You might have? Oh, that's never good. Lactose intolerant. What up, guys? Dave and I are in the H1. We're just rolling into the DDHQ. It is a holiday today, so there's no one here. But what Dave and I want to do before I actually fly out today out of LAX, I gotta go back to Canada, flying home today. We want to just get some things tidied up, organized. We want to really invest some time now that the shop's really moving, and it's killing it. Mike and Tim and Mark and those guys are making the F12 build series. We want to kind of start decorating and making it feel more like the DDHQ. It's a shop and it makes stuff now, which was the #1 priority. And obviously making it look cool was like way on the back burner. But now we want it to actually end up being a cool spot. And that requires investing some time, energy, and money into aesthetically pleasing things. The H1, I almost said HQ again, H's. The H1 is, I love this, where we can store the cars. That's what it was. It wasn't like building cars like this. And then it escalated and escalated the ideas. And it was, you started building crazier cars and things, you know, move forward. We were like, it'd be cool one day to have our own shop, our own fabricators. People could make our own exhaust systems, because we'd always go to other people's shops and have to get exhaust systems made and all that sort of stuff. That's not rocket science, but you have to have the location, the equipment, and then a talented person to do it. When you say that, it sounds simple. It's simple, but it's not easy. So to have all this here now,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. Like,
We still need some more
That
stuff.
that was a multi-month deal to get that and to make that happen, and then they had to build it, and then they had to ship it across the pond.
Yeah, from Malta. And honestly, to import that, because it's considered robotics, was the most complicated process. Jack Cran hooked us up. They sold to us for their cost, which is huge because, you know, they're obviously a B2B, business-to-business company. They love the channel, and they more wanted to support us in our vision than actual marketing. Because that machine there, retail is $80,000.
Jeez.
We did not pay anywhere near than that, so I really appreciate those boys. And not only that,
I appreciate you not taking that out of the California Corp, by the way. That one. It's cool you got the Snapple one for $9,000, but yeah.
well,
We can put tools in that.
that was still expensive.
And if it doesn't work, and when, don't break the expensive equipment.
This is Mike's.
I know, this is pipe bender.
But Jack Cran also now does support with Mike, so they don't have to train him on how to use the software and the machinery. So there's a
How do you say the name of that thing?
J Cran.
Sure.
Jack Cran.
Okay.
J Cran.
And then we have old school stuff like this, which is just cool.
Yeah,
The patina.
This used to work on airplanes in World War II.
Really?
So they used the Bridgeport and this to build the planes.
Okay, come on. We were really, I get sidetracked easily. This is the living room area.
So it's
Insert Doug DeMuro's voice.
It doesn't-
This?
it doesn't smell good in here.
No, it doesn't.
And I know the boys will hang out. I like to create a really cool spot where they want to come, like a clubhouse in this area. The problem is it's this awkward beam right here.
Oh, bro, this is the worst.
But
This has been a headache since day one.
What we could do is we have a projector. So we could repurpose, relayout this room.
You're projecting that we fix this place up a little?
What if we had these things stacked up and that wall was a projector screen and you could actually have like 4 and 4 built up? That door will also be an issue. So close off that door, have it exit somewhere else, whatever. 4 and 4 and projector screen right there.
Against that wall?
Yeah.
It's tough because this post is so inconvenient that honestly, that is the most efficient use of the space in this room for seating is this corner. It's this corner or it's this corner. But I don't love having seating in between two main high traffic area. And if you sit over here, then what do you put this way? Now you're looking at this stuff. So honestly, this was the most efficient use. That's a good TV now, right?
Yeah.
Not broken.
No.
So that's there and this is here. That makes, honestly, dude, this makes the most sense. This is the only. By the way, you guys haven't seen these. I'm going to give you guys. What?
Do we show them?
I don't think so. Do we show them? I don't think so. I don't think we explained it. I don't think we did. Here, I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek. Look. So you guys know I'm obsessed with the Unicorn. I love that car. But I wasn't obsessed with the fact that it was built on a Mustang platform because our brand is all about exotic cars. But the idea of doing that to an exotic was like what I was obsessed with, which is where the F12 comes in. Front engine, turbos out the hood, big displacement. Well, Ken always had these custom handbrakes in his car that actually said Hoonigan in them. So Eric from Carbontastic wanted to surprise me and make my version of a handbrake that looked like the Unicorn, but said DDE in it. How sick is that? Now the downside is he got the dimensions just a little bit off. It needs to really be about 1/3 thinner and smaller overall, but this is going to be like the handbrake that'll go in the twin turbo F12 when it's done. Now, I need to know, because he was asking, what do you guys like better? Do you like this gold, which is like more, I would say almost like BBS LM gold? Or do you like this kind of more bronzy, coppery, or not coppery, yeah, coppery like gold? So here, look, you guys can choose. Which one? I would say this has more of a goldy yellow tone. This is more like maybe like a champagne. But once we get the dimensions right, it's gonna be a really cool feature inside the car, right?
I have an idea.
Oh, look at that. We even have the sequential shifter. Bring that over here. Yeah, we could even customize this lever.
Yeah,
You could take it off, or it's paint. Yeah, paint it to match. So, what else were you going on about?
Hear me out.
What? What?
Just no bad ideas. What is this room shaped like?
What is it? What?
This is a screening room right here. Picture this. We will review vlogs, a projector on the roof,
Yeah.
and all that screen, and we get Valencia Home Theater's chairs all in here facing it. I move this into that room, that becomes the boardroom. The room is shaped perfectly for it. We would need, because you could get 4 and 4, you get 8 Valencia Home Theater chairs in here.
Yeah, you build a box.
Big projector.
Build a box so the back row is higher.
Yeah,
than...
you stadium them,
Yeah.
like an Xterra.
Yeah.
This would be the perfect shaped room for that.
That'd be crazy. So you're gonna take down all the whiteboards.
No, I would leave them up. All I would do.
So you can write notes about what you think of the blog.
That, and what you do is you get you know those red velvet drapes. You put the laptop and you have drapes on here, so you can open it and take notes when you want to have a theater. You can close it off so you don't see any of this. Like movie theaters, they have the red velvet drapes in the walls.
Yeah, you had me up until you guys had the drapes. No one's putting red drapes up in here.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
creepy.
I'm doing black drapes now.
The way this is gonna work. Because you got the most amount of space here and then looking this way. That pole screws us. If that wasn't here, then honestly the most efficient use of this space, not caring, would be to get those, like you said, line them up along this way and make that whole wall a projector.
Yeah.
But that ruins it all right there. And we don't want to make it too nice in here because then they'll never work and they'll never leave.
We also want to get two things. There's something I have on my bucket list for the shop.
What's that?
Drum kit, electric drum kit.
Oh my God. Oh, can we get a real drum kit?
No.
Why?
Because then it's like you can't do as much with it.
Who says?
So when you want to learn how to play drums or have fun with it, you plug in your iPhone into it and you can play along to music. You can't get a real drum kit.
Really? Now, should we get an Urus?
Jesus, stay on one topic for a second. Then we also
I
wanna
buy
get-
cars and think about building cars, not building shops.
And then we gotta get a racing simulator. Would be really cool for
Yes.
practicing. That could go in this area here.
See, that's what's perfect about this thing like that, and then this being here. The one downside is, if you put a sim in this corner, we would need to probably put it on a bit of an angle like this, with the screens curving this way. Because if you put it directly this way, it's going to be obviously in front of the screen. So if someone's on the sim, no one's ever going to be able to.
we don't need to have this
Oh,
there. It could be there.
It should be here. This is where it should be, right here. Yes, yes. I'm vibing with that. These are so comfortable, by the way, you guys. These embroidered DDE Valencia home theater seating chairs with LEDs under them. That one's just not plugged in at the moment or turned on.
Come here.
I have those at my house. Best thing ever for movie nights.
We already showed this in the last stories video, but I'll do this after you leave today. I'm gonna go get some Velcro.
Mm-hmm.
So they use Velcro so that way it's taut. This actually covers the entire wall, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then I bought these a while ago, a bunch of these uplights to light it up.
Yeah.
Let's see the reflection works on that. And then now, and Mark's office is now the production room. We have 3 guys in here now. But it's filthy in here and it's gross.
We need to get a new maid service.
That's one part of it. It's also just the clutter. So we need to get like a cabinet. So like this is just crap everywhere. So actually some storage space, and then all the camera gears need to go in here because Mike wants that room for him. Mike's possessive. So we'll get like a nice shelf system here, put all the camera gear labeled and organized.
Yeah. We're always watching, by the way. Remember that. Lots of cameras in this place. We spent a lot of money on security here.
We actually pay for monitoring, so someone actually watches the cameras.
Yeah. Cop car? When's it leaving?
They're working on the paperwork, so basically it goes on a container and gets, I'm not joking.
Export?
And it's gonna go to the UK, then James and Nico apparently are low on money because they split it. This is like a few $1,000. They split the cop car, and they want to drive around the UK making videos with it.
And they're gonna put a California Highway Patrol livery on it.
Correct. Once it leaves the country.
That sounds like trouble.
Another minute or two, thanks. Once again, thanks for flying with us. Welcome to Vancouver.
Just got off my longest flight, Cali back to Vancouver. We're hitting some, whatever the healthiest thing is in the airport to eat here at the Farm to Flight. That is the name of this business. That's brilliant. So yeah, we got ourselves a little rotisserie chicken breast. I'll pull a little skin off of that, and asparagus double order because everything else was covered in butter and not too healthy. I made it home. It's 12:15 after midnight. And that's probably, I don't know if I should be doing this because it's later, but I'm gonna crack a Celsius because I'm gonna force myself to go do a workout, but I need just like a small kick. Hold on, I can't open this can. I got no fingernails. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. I'm also whispering because my daughter's sleeping and she got her first day of grade 5 tomorrow. Go Presley, cheers. Celsius.
I think you should just shotgun it.
The whole thing? No.
And then stick
I'm
it
going
in
up.
the room.
I'm only getting a quarter deep in this one. I'm a little over a quarter now. All right, guys, I made it home safe. Dave's still in Cali. He's got tons of crazy stuff going on there. I got tons of crazy stuff going on here. I'm gonna go do my workout. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm 178 centimeter.
How many inches?
I'm 5'6". What the fuck's 5'6"?
That's 1,780 millimeters.
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 Yeah, 1,780 millimeter exactly.
So what are you?
That's me.
Oh, I already forgot what I was.
I'm gonna be 1,800 millimeter in the morning because you stretch out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that
And then when you
feel
stretch
a little taller at the
yeah.
end of the day, you're like,
Yeah, during the day, just strength.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
So I'll be like on the left, so he can come on the right, kind of thing. If he can keep up. But here's so you can kind of see what I'm working on. The it's kind of like it's cool. It's an apple shaped.
Yeah.
It's the Macintosh apple shaped.
Yeah, right.
Chamber.
Super
Yeah.
polished now.
Yeah, they're going to be even better. We're just kind of getting started on it right now. But yeah, so we'll go through and it'll be just a mirror finish, so nothing can stick to it.
Yeah.
You know? So the cool thing about this is the first time I've done a Ferrari engine. I've done McLaren, plenty of Porsches and stuff like that.
Yep.
My cousins or uncles, whoever I got over there in Italy, they really know how to machine their shit. Like it's the first OEM parts that I've put on, you know, in the machine and just taken some measurements on. I'm like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah.
Really close
This is
on each
really
cylinder.
good. Yeah, yeah. Like the difference in the total height between each side and the cylinder heads was only off by thousandths. You know, most
Wow.
of these OEs would be off 6 or 7 thousandths.
Yeah.
It was pretty spot on. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, what I always tell the new guys when I'm training is like, the first thing you got to do is do no harm. You know, whatever you do, don't mess anything up, and you always want to improve it from there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a dilemma with the Ferrari stuff because it takes so much time to make it better than they had it.
Yeah, it's so
and even to get it to
perfect
where they
already.
had it when they shipped it to the customer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know,
I mean, looking from this direction at that
Mhm.
intake port, that
Right.
is nice.
oh, it's
That
beautiful.
is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a great job on that. And look at the valve job. They have like a 6 or 7 angle
Yeah, there's a
factory
lot.
valve job.
Yeah.
I mean, I know my, you know, exotic stuff. I know very little about it.
Yeah.
You know,
Same
so
here. Like,
you know, you tell me it's an F12, I don't know if that's good or bad. You know.
Yeah.
But in doing the research, I mean, that engine was basically meant to be the pinnacle of what they could make naturally aspirated.
Yeah.
And it shows. I mean, everything that I'm finding in the engine that they've done to it are all the little tips and tricks and stuff that, you know, come from Formula One. They come
Yep.
from IndyCar. All the stuff that I learned from Cosworth and the way that they were building those engines, it's in that
Yeah.
Ferrari engine when they give it to you.
yeah.
And the thing that's cool about it is the fact that it makes so much horsepower in factory form. It doesn't need a lot of boost to get to 1500. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have to give it 15 pounds of boost, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, I
mean,
was
it'd probably be
thinking like
13
there's,
pounds or
yeah,
something.
I was thinking like right around 1 bar
Yeah.
might get us to where we want to go, and like there's no way we would ever even need 20 pounds of boost. Like this thing's gonna be so efficient.
No, so when we were talking compression ratio, originally I was like, yeah, you probably want to keep it 10-1. And I'm thinking in my head, this thing's going to be boosted in 20, 25 pounds, which is a really good compression ratio on E85.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about, like, wait a second, this thing will be running 13, 15 pounds of boost at most. you
Yeah.
know? So I agree with you, you know, in that 11 to 11 and a half
Yeah.
to 1 compression ratio, I think is going to be ideal for it.
Yeah, it'd be a sweet spot. It'll be really drivable under the boost curve,
Mm-hmm.
and then when the boost comes on, it's just, you know, it's not gonna have a power band like this. It's gonna be kind of more
Yeah.
like this, but for what we are building it for, that's kind of ideal. So
Yeah.
No one does this. That's the cool part. Is like this car. People might think of like people that don't know DD might think like about a Ricardo. This car was like clean papers. Like at least.
yeah.
Like no payments on this car still. This car's still insured. I actually pulled insurance off finally. So I was like, I was never doing on the street ever again.
Yeah.
And insurance is $800 a month. Jeez. So think about that for the past how long it's been knocked down. But
Yeah.
We'll have to get, you mentioned like that race car insurance for transport storage.
Yeah.
So if that and the Rubicon.
Yeah. Yeah, for $5,000 a year or something.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah, for like I mean, I think for a $500,000 car, it'd be like $5,000 for a year.
Yeah, it's more like if your trailer's parked at the gas station or at the hotel, else when someone steals your trailer.
Exactly.
And you've got 2 race cars in there.
Yeah. Like, oh well, there goes $1 million that just got
$1 million
stolen.
like cash.
Yeah.
Although, if someone stole this car, they have to literally leave the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is like, it's so unique that yeah, there's like you can't just take parts off and sell it on Craigslist or something. This is not that type of car. But you never know. Thieves are thieves, so gotta protect yourself. But it also is like if the car is parked outside, or if the car is at the racetrack and it's parked, and somebody comes in with a semi truck and like just takes it out, it's covered. As long as it's not on a track surface, it's covered. And you can even get the on track insurance too, but that's obviously like $5 to $7 a weekend, you know.
And really, you have one incident, you'll never get insured ever again.
Yeah.
So you might as well just suck it up, unless you're really messing up. Like how it burns down.
Yeah, they usually have like huge deductibles for that too. It's like, you know, it's $6 or $7 for the weekend for the insurance, but you have a $45,000 deductible. So
Good business model for an insurance company.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
They say that insurers have to deny half the claims, legit ones, to be profitable.
It's crazy.
So they have to find something in an insurance policy. We're going through that in Kelowna with all the wildfires, is like people go through the policies now going like, they'll be covered, but not like to the point they think they're covered.
yeah,
The issue now is you have over 400 houses apparently burned down. And right now you cannot find a contractor to build a new house. You can't find anybody. Everybody's booked.
Yeah.
No one wants an insurance job. Because everything you do has to be approved by an insurance company. So trying to find someone to build your home, like,
yeah, that sucks.
it's pretty sad. Anyways, you're getting out of here, so.
Yeah, kids are waiting for me.
Thank you.
Later, guys.
Well, now what?
Well, I need to
Should
go
we keep
buy
on the call
Celsius.
he's gone and actually finish it? Should have done tonight?
What do you want to get down?
Okay.
We need to do the down tubes.
Down pipes?
No,
Down tubes.
down tubes.
For what?
The back strut support.
Well, fuck that.
Okay. We need to do the head bar.
No, we're not
the
gonna
race
do
bar.
that. No.
I need to mount the seats.
No, not doing
So we
this.
need to find some hardware for D-Sport.
No, not gonna do that either.
Yeah.
We need to adjust the bracket and actually lock the pedals in place.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. You want to get the hardware for that? We have to go buy the hardware.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Looking at the mounting point, you're not pulling it back anymore towards the driver.
What? Yeah.
We got adjustments right here, but it's all the way back, all the way forward. I mean.
Well, yeah, this is all the way forward, and you bring this forward here. And then the pedals go
The
forward.
holes are already maxed out.
What are you talking about?
How would you slide that forward right now?
No, it would only go back more.
It won't. It can go this way more, but it can't go this way more.
Back towards the
I
driver.
can't.
Yes,
Can
you
you?
can.
Wait, what? It goes this way.
How?
You unhook this and you slide it.
It's already at the edge of these hole lines. This, it can go. This can go backwards, but this can't go forwards. Do you understand what I'm talking about right now? Am I going?
This is connected to this. Don't
So
worry
this
about
doesn't slide. This slides.
Yeah.
This slides.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Actually, today, so when Damon got in the car yesterday, he kicked the brake pedal so hard it busted the cap off of the brakes, and then broke the the tack weld off of it.
Was he kicking it?
He just jumped in and was like, "Wow!" And then yeah, it broke the weld off, and so we had to pull this out today and to use this as a an axe.
Are you using the factory gas pedal?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's the actual pedal there for?
So that's the pedal that Mike bought to use in the car originally. But if you look at the chassis down there, there's not enough clearance for it to swing fully. And so this piece right here is like super crazy. And then the factory pedal has its own little spot that it sits in. And then you'd have to cut all this out and make it deeper and stuff if you wanted to put this pedal.
So Mark was saying we got that part for free.
Yeah, this is your factory free OEM Ferrari part.
But okay, so this moves, but that's not gonna move. So your pedals be here, gas be over there. Can you build spacers for it?
Yeah,
We
no
could.
problem.
But I think it's David's legs are pretty long, so. I
So,
think this is-
yeah, Mike sits in here and maxes his foot all the way out where the brake starts.
How's that gonna work? Because Mike's gonna have to test this car too. How's he gonna drive this car?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You guys can tell about it, it's super cool. engineering around to Michael Essek.
So right now it's in Damon's position. Mark, I need help. No, this was a lot easier when Mike did it.
He did it upside down.
It's pre
Do it on.
is it pre-swapped? Oh.
All right, Eric.
Okay.
So, while you're looking at this and you're saying, man, the guys are struggling. Now just imagine this car is going to be jumping around on track the entire time. And the last thing you can have is this jumping around.
That's
Bang.
awesome.
And now it's in Mike position.
That's pretty sweet.
It just scoots it forward like an inch. Sweet.
I don't like it.
Well,
Good thing, 'cause you're not driving. That's pretty clever.